Hey guys, welcome and thank you for joining us. You're watching Open Studio right here on Cape Town TV. I'm Danny Campbell. I've got Thabang with me in studio, who's from the Sanctum Foundation. All right, we're here to speak a little bit more about what the organization is doing and the amazing drive that they are having, this Easter, and also a campaign that's happening throughout this year. So guys, do stay tuned. It's going to be a great talk. Firstly, Thabang, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be back. Wonderful to see everybody
Oh
as
yeah,
well. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm great. It's lovely to have you back. The last time you were here, we had a little bit of conversation about what your organization is doing, the amazing work you're doing within the communities. Trying really your best to make a difference. So, for those that's watching for the first time, that's seeing you for the first time, can you just give us a brief introduction about yourself?
100%. I'm Thabang Segaecho, and yes, I am part of a foundation called the Sanctum, and we are based in the Western Cape, in Cape Town in particular. We've been having a couple of projects since last year. In fact, the NGO was birthed from COVID, essentially, seeing all the social ills and the challenges and the hardships that our society was actually faced with. So we felt, as entrepreneurs, just felt like we need to do something about this. So we just got ourselves together as young people and decided, okay, what can we do? How can we better, others' lives? What role can we play, actively? So one thing led to another, and then we went on Facebook, as you know, social media, etc., just to let everybody know what we are about, what we do. And funny enough, we're getting a lot of call outs to say, hey, there's a fire breakout here, there's shortages of this, there, and that type of thing. And we eventually got to a conclusion of adopting 4 homes. So far, we actually are responsible. We've decided to adopt, for now, according to what we can handle, the Masidina home, the Holy Cross. And what we do with our homes is that we go every month, we actually call them to find out what is it that they need, and we try and prioritize those items and say, okay, cool, let's see what we can do about it. And we're really out there looking for society to come in, anybody who can contribute, corporates, the government, anybody that feels that they can give off something. According to that, we do actually partake in that. And also we found out that with COVID hitting, a lot of businesses and a lot of sponsors that were involved in those homes had to relook, obviously, at their finances, and a lot of our homes actually lost out on certain sponsorships here and there. So it was a knockout effect, and with that we felt we can't just allow for that to just happen. Let's just see how we can actually be of help. Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, and the organization started quite early during, just at the spark of COVID. And I mean, for you guys to act so quickly, what was the need that you saw that the community needed, because you guys acted very quickly and immediately you took on.
Yeah, basically when you looked at it, looked overwhelming at first, but then when you really narrowed it down, it was the basics that they actually needed. I mean, anything from your toiletries to your food, like the basic day-to-day, daily things that a person required. So we started looking around first in our own homes. What is it that I have actually that I can give out that I don't use? You'll be very surprised when you do that. You come across clothes and all sorts of things. You're like, what is this even doing here? Then we started reaching out to our friends, our family members, and eventually, our local communities and say, guys, this is what we're busy doing. There's a need here. Let's see. I'll come to you. Give me your stuff. I'll just send it out there. And funny enough, they were actually quite responsive, which is really awesome. That's what we really learned about our community, that we can actually work together after all. And yeah, we were working right through the COVID season. We also didn't know what COVID was about, of course, but we're like, hey, our community members need us. We need to be, somebody needs to be the voice to the voiceless. We need to stand here in support. And in as much as there's so much heartache and so much uncertainty, let's just make sure that our immediate needs, as far as we can, are actually met. So that's what we actually did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell us about the organization that you have adopted. You mentioned just tell us in the
Yes. Yeah. So basically, the Holy Cross, how we got to hear of them is that when we're busy just punting the help that we required for the Masidina Children's Home, which is it's got about 30 plus kids, young children. It's based in Mfuleni. Then the Holy Cross guys told us that there was actually their home caught fire. They are based in Peru. So with that, we're like, okay, cool. They've got about 94 boys and maybe over 40 something little girls. They're all children, and they've got mamas and that look after them. So they really, really rely on donations. They rely on state support and public corporates, and that's how we come in. Any NGO or anybody can literally walk in any time of the day to this particular homes and deliver. We just come in to say, hey, if you feel that we can make it easier for you as well as an NGO, because that's what we do full time, we are happy to meet you halfway. We can come to your home or tell us where pick up point where we can meet, go and get the stuff, and then we then put it together, organize a date, and then we take everything
Yeah.
to the home. Yeah.
I mean, so you guys are making quite a big impact in these organizations. You know, so how is the community accepted, your kindness in trying to do? Because you started with nothing, and it was a pure idea of going into the house, seeing what you've got and what you can give away, and now you're reaching out to other people and telling them, hey, if you've got anything that you're not using, offer it here and can be used by somebody else.
No, it has actually brought, I think, a lot of us closer together. So I mean, even now when I just post, on my WhatsApp and say, hey guys, this is what's coming up, people are like, okay, cool, where do I do this, how do I meet you, what is that? So it's just to keep ourselves aware constantly that we shouldn't forget to always, plow back into our community. Let's not forget about our community members that still need us to this day. This COVID thing is not going anywhere, neither are the problems, but we can do something about it. Each and every day is an opportunity to do something different. So it's kind of like become part of something that they do on the side. They are aware, like, okay, keep the door open. Sometime I just pop up, which is essentially what we're wanting to do, to say that we are here, we are doing this. Please really with us, support us, so that we are able to support others. So it has been really well received. Yeah, it's been
Wow.
good.
So tell us about the campaign that you've been running within communities. How has it been going?
Okay, so last year then we thought, okay, now you know how everything is happening with
Yeah.
education. Schools have been on and off, and you know how it is. And I mean, I look at my daughters; their morale go up and down. They hear that they're gonna go back to school, and the next thing, sorry, school is shut. So that does something, to a child's mind. And I was like, what is it that we can do differently that would inspire young people to still, back in the day during the school days, we didn't have this kind of challenges. So now the kids are isolated, they are frustrated, and all of that. So we thought we need to do a campaign that's actually geared towards school children, that speaks to encouraging their morale, just their self-esteem, and to continue sort of like keeping that societal cohesion going, keeping them in touch with their members. So the way the campaign is structured is that it is ongoing. It's geared between children the ages of 8 to 18. It's going to be launching very, very soon. We're just finalizing the nitpick is on that particular website, because it's based, it's e-commerce based. So everything is done online, which is absolutely awesome. But also we're just trying to bring in the community again, to try and uplift the spirits of our young little ones, within the community, to say that, hey, I know it's a bit tough. I mean, I can't understand for a 9, 10-year-old, how do they even perceive this? They just want things to be normal.
Yeah, exactly.
But then again, what are you to do as a parent, right? So this is just to say that even when they do well at school, you see that they don't have that kind of excitement anymore, because they've got this worrying thing at the back of their heads. So there's a lot of perks and a lot of awards and a lot of prizes geared towards the little ones, but done in such an exciting way that the parents and their peers and everybody from wherever just comes in, and we do something that is very interactive, that actually motivates, the little ones to keep pushing, to hold strong, and not to give up.
Wow.
Yeah, better
Wow.
days are yet to come.
Wow, that's a lot of information, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break, Thabang. That is amazing. I urge you guys to not go anywhere. When we come back, it's more on Sanctum Foundation. So stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back. You're still watching Open Studio right in Cape Town TV. I've got Thabang with me in studio from the Sanctum Foundation. And earlier on, we spoke a lot about what the organization is doing. And now we're going to go into a little bit, I don't know, for some might be a touchy subject, for some it's sensitive, but we're going to talk about Easter. All right, we didn't have much of an Easter last year. And this time around, our Sanctum Foundation is hoping and wanting to make a difference. So, Thabang, again, welcome to the show for those that just tuned in.
Thank you so much. It's
Oh,
great to be here.
You're welcome. So just hearing that you are wanting to bring Easter to life this year. How does that make you feel, knowing that you're going to be part of this amazing drive?
It's always been something that we do. It's not a South African exclusive South African tradition, but it's a global language, I would say, where different countries at this time of the year they prep. It's an exciting time. I feel like yes, last year we were not even thinking about Easter last year. I mean, I remember I was just trying to figure out what is COVID. I was not interested in this at that time, from a perspective that I couldn't really see the joy at that point. I was just trying to understand what was really going on.
Yeah.
So I still feel that as a community, we shouldn't allow still, for certain things, they might look small. Um, for some of us, we've been doing it for so long, you know, but there are others out there who probably don't have the opportunity to celebrate Easter in the way that many, many homes do. And I would just like to encourage still homes within themselves to go back to enjoying those times, you know, allocate some time to just spend with your friends and family members. So that's where we're trying to get that warmth and that love to also share it again, to extend it to our charity homes. Those times could be very lonely. We know from one of our homes, like in December, most of the time they hardly have anybody come to even spend Christmas with them. So outside of availing ourselves with the resources as far as we can gather, we also actually avail ourselves with time, because during holidays people tend to travel and go to their family members, etc. So the same thing occurs around the holidays, and with that, that's when we are like, okay, cool, we're gonna go there and actually spend a day or two with a particular home, or maybe split, you know, the day into two, attending to two homes, just so that we bring in that sense of, you know, family love, you know, sharing, and just the spirit of Easter. I know, yes, of course there are others who don't celebrate Easter, but we keep it light like that because we are gearing this towards the children. So you know how it is with the Easter bunny, fun activities, that type of thing.
It has become a tradition.
It has become a tradition, and it's just going back to saying that let's not lose ourselves with everything, this dark cloud that's going on. There's still, you know, there's still hope. We are still here. We're still standing. Let's still, you know, look at the little things that somehow might be overshadowed by the hardships and all the struggles that we're experiencing. And with that being said, we have kind of like to be intentional nowadays. You have to be conscious, like I'm gonna go out there and do 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, and that's just to say that, hey, it's not all that dark and gloom. There is still hope. Let's just go back into the swing of things. In as much as we're trying to grapple with whatever is going on right now, let's not forget who we are, what we're about, those things that we used to enjoy that are still relevant today and tomorrow. You know, I mean, I feel like that's consistent. Things like Christmas, you know, still last year Christmas was like, OMG, what is going on? You know, but hey, it's still gonna come again in 2021. We're still gonna have the 25th of December. So it's just about a perception, you know, just a mindset. We need to rewire ourselves to look at the positives through that lens more so than we do the negatives, and that the strength that you get from that.
And like you mentioned earlier on, children, you know, it's become a tradition, and you're doing it more for the children because many children don't understand what is COVID or what is going on, and they still want to receive all these holidays that they've been getting. Some are so asking questions, why can't they go to school? They don't understand it, you know. So tell me, is there any programs that's going to be happening anytime soon leading up to the Easter, or do we just expect this drive to take place?
Yes. So what we're basically doing is that we are also asking for people that we know and just spreading the word out there to say that if there is somebody out there, like for example, Kids Life Entertainment, this is always dependent on how the home is like, because some of them they actually don't allow, which is great, for people to come in and spend too much time on the premises, obviously for the safety of the children. So that depends by then what would be applicable, what wouldn't be. But if there's somebody who's actually out there who's good with face painting, you bring it to the children. Somebody who's good with entertaining with balloons or whatever it is, anything that you can do just for that 1 or 2 hours on the day. But that is only determined by if we are allowed to obviously be on the premises. If not, it's still okay. We still go off and we drop off the stuff. So as of now, until the 21st of March, we are collecting, you know, Easter eggs and anything you would like to add on. But they do have obviously the necessities, you know, the peripheral, the dry foods and the non-perishables that they actually need for their day-to-day maintenance of the homes, you know, your care packs, toiletries, toilet paper, anything that you can have in the house that they can actually use. Those they always need continuously. So that is included in what we will be giving. But we are attending to what they need, but we're also looking to say, hey, it's still around that time of the year. Let's make the best of it, you know, for the kids.
So understanding the you know, the how the system or the program is going to work is that you guys are going to go onto a drive, collect some things, and you're going to hand it over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. We're going to hand it over. So you've got two options. Either you come to you know, to Goodwood. There's a number there there's a flyer going around. There's a number there that you can contact. It's WhatsApp. If it's convenient for you, we can always go out to your home or your workplace, wherever you feel comfortable, and we can actually collect the stuff from you and we keep it in Goodwood. I've got a back room there. We keep it there. And then on the day, we just load everything up on the buggy and then we take it to the home.
Tell us again, what other stuff you mentioned, non-perishable goods?
Yes. Okay, so for now, on the top of their list is definitely your toiletries. That is your soap, your toothpaste, your face cloths, you know, your toilet papers. Those are your like fast line stuff, right? Lotions, sanitizers, especially. If you've got masks to donate as well, that's great. And then they need obviously the dry foods, which is your mealie meal, your rice, your tin foods as well. So if you've got that in the home, clothes always. Those are kids. I think the eldest ones are 12 years old. So anything from 12 below. If you've got any clothes that you want to give away, you are more than welcome to do so. But this is always an ongoing request. Like I said, if you want to, it's convenient. You don't even want to go to the home. You can't make it because people have gone back to work and that stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's where we come in. Then we just pick it up from you and take it there. But if you are around the area, and all those details are on our website, their addresses and the contact numbers and their websites are on our website. You can always find out, but they are open, obviously, mostly during the weekdays. Yeah, you can always pop in there as well,
All right,
or you
so
come to us, we take it there.
yeah. So who are the organizations that will be benefiting from the drive?
Okay, so altered it weight. There's one in Belleville, but that one is for the mentally disabled, the people with the disabilities. So there's the elder crowd, and now the children's home is actually in Elsis River. So it's one thing, but different homes.
Okay.
And then we have like I said, the Holy Cross, and then we have Masagwini, and then we have another one in Imzamiyetu that is in Hot Bay that we are also attending to. So there's other 4.
So it's that 4.
Yes.
All right. Wow. There's a lot that's happening, guys. Go ahead and be part of it. So we're going to take a short break, guys. When we come back, we're going to speak more with Thabang on what the organization is doing to make a difference this Easter. So don't go anywhere. Hey guys, welcome back. We're almost at the end of today's show. I've got Thabang here with me in studio, and you can still learn something new because Sanctum Foundation is doing the best to make a difference this Easter. All right, we spoke earlier on about the Easter drive that they are having. Just very briefly, Thabang, you're going to just sum it up for us again for those who just tune in. So guys, really open those ears. It's very interesting. All right, so Thabang, tell us a little bit more about the Easter drive that you guys are having this year.
Okay, so basically we're gonna be just going out there collecting Easter eggs. Of course, there's no Easter without Easter eggs, right? So we are appealing to each and every member of our society to please come forth, even gather yourselves in groups. I don't know, we have some cutout days. Let us know. Contact us. Our details are on the website where you can email us, and we will be happy to come out and collect the Easter eggs. But with that, like I said, our homes also require some basic necessities. They are looking for dry foods, and they're looking for toiletries all the time. So still, it's a convenient time for you to just set those aside, and then we will come out, like I said, and collect it from wherever you are within the Western Cape. It's not a problem. But the whole essence behind the drive is that we want to capture that which we didn't even get to celebrate last year. It was a tough year. So we're coming back, and especially for our little ones, me being a mom, I know my kids were always asking questions, what is going on? What is going on? So just to break away and just create something a little different. Let's take that into our own hands, not focusing on the negatives all the time, but more so for the little ones because they don't understand what's going on. So we have to bring something that they can pretty much remember. And for some extent, they are probably confused like what is going on. So this is just a small thing that we decided to do as Sanctum to say that we just can't let it pass like it did last year. Yeah, this year. So we are being intentional about saying that Easter still exists regardless. We're still going to celebrate it. It's our tradition as South Africans and the globe at large. So let's not just allow for it to just disappear like it did. And I know with my little ones, when I give them a piece of chocolate or a lollipop, my goodness, their faces just light up. It does the world of a difference. This is just, again, to capture that special moment. And it's family time during Easter anyway. And with our homes, like I said, they have a lot of people travel during holidays, so they don't have a lot of visitors coming through for them. So we're going to allocate our times, that is, if we are given the permission by the management within the homes to go there and do something a little fun with the little ones. So the drive is continuous between now and the 21st, where we are going out to collect items, or you can bring them to us. When you WhatsApp, we'll give you the address. Then there's a drop-off site that we have allocated. We are also having one actually in Brackenfell. I didn't write on the poster in Brackenfell for those who are, based that side, and another one in Tableview on the West Coast. So there are different areas depending on where you are, Like, again, we're not trying to get people out of their schedules or to be of an inconvenience. So that's why we are saying that we will come to you if it's convenient like that for you. And again, if you do want to donate, rather you prefer to say, hey, you guys go and get the stuff. It's also okay. Our bank details are on the website for the Sanctum. You can, and then we'll take all of those funds and actually then split it between what according to what we see is short from the list of the items that we would have gathered by then, so that we try and meet as much of those items that are required as possible. Yeah.
So while we're on this topic, as you mentioned, like for those that want to donate, can you just remind us of those contact details and
Yes.
WhatsApp information?
Okay, 100%. So if you go to our website, www.thesanctumfoundation.co.za, you will see our WhatsApp number right at the top of the page. You're welcome to email us at hello@thesanctumfoundation.co.za, and we're on Facebook and Instagram as well, at the Sanctum Foundation. So we are available on WhatsApp. You can DM us, Messenger. What did I leave out? Direct call, Telegram. Yes, Skype, everything. We are there. You will find us. The website is there. All the details are there. There will be somebody on the other side to attend to your queries or anything that you might need to know more of. We'll be more than happy to give you the information. But yes, we are very accessible, 100%.
Wow. All right. So thank you for that information. And I believe that the drive is not the only thing that you are having. Earlier on in the show, we spoke about the campaign that will be running throughout the year. Can you just take us one more time through the campaign?
Oh yeah, the campaign is exciting, guys. You need to watch out for that. That everybody's gonna participate, everybody, because it speaks to our children, right? Children of South Africa. The intention is to take this from one province on to the next, right? And then go obviously into Africa. But we have to start here in our backyard and see it established. Yeah, exactly. But it's something that it's a universal language, so it's quite exciting because still, we know that with the schools themselves, they've been trying to understand what is going on, but I know what it's like to even get out of bed sometimes and you're like, oh, MG, it's that day again. But this is just to motivate our children, and we're appealing to a lot of corporates right now. We're sending them the proposal to say this is how they can actually come in. So it will involve a lot of community participation as well as bringing in the corporates and bringing in government, everybody just coming in partaking in making sure that we're really behind our children and support them. There are kids who are still doing exceptionally very well at school, very, very well. Now they're not getting, that's why the schools have got merit systems and award systems. It's just to encourage the little ones and motivate those that also aspire to do as their counterparts do. That's the whole point of it. But then that has sort of like been compromised a little bit. But now we're coming in to say that now we're going to take it a step further and bring in the entire community then to support each individual child in that which they excel. So that's the essence behind the actual campaign.
Wow.
For everybody to be like, we don't care which school you are going to. We're not interested in that. You are, the youth of South Africa, and know that the community is behind you. We know it's tough, but we are here, and this is what we are able to do in aiding that which we are doing exceptionally well, and in support of your talent or our achievement or whatever it is that you're actually doing very well at this point, given the circumstances.
Wow, you guys are doing a lot of amazing work throughout Cape Town. So where is the organization actually based?
Okay, so we are based in Goodwood in Cape Town at this point, yes. So that is our, should I say headquarters? We're going to get there one day. But that is our corner. That's our corner. That's where we operate from at this point. But we believe that we are an organization that's going to speak to the rest of the globe. But again, we have to take care of our backyard. And it's not to say we're prioritizing the one over the other, but we're doing what we need to do right now that needs us, that we need to attend to. So yes, it is a South African organization, but we are looking to partner also with international institutions and organizations in whichever way or form. We are obviously open to that, and partnerships as well. We are all about the greater good at the end of the day, a better world for everybody. That's the mission at hand. So, but we have to start, giving off each other and supporting one another as a global community. Yeah.
Wow, and I mean, you guys are growing very fast.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's scary because I think it's been 12 months and you're like, huh? But those are the times, we need to just step up to the plate. When you commit to doing something, you need to see through. We do have our challenges, which is great. We work through it. We grow as a team, but we work as dynamic individuals. I also forgot to mention, we do have actually an office in Botswana in the Greater Gaborone, and there are local companies there that actually rally behind what we are doing. So this campaign I'm talking to you about is eventually then gonna hop on to Botswana and so on and so forth. So that office was established 3 months or so after the one here, because now one of our partners has other business partners that could come in and who know other business partners, and they thought, why not then attend to, because this affected everybody, so might as well, So yeah, so
wow, the organization is growing. You guys are growing as individuals, and Thabang, it's always amazing. It's always good to have you on set, to speak to you and hear the difference that you guys are really making in the community. And I'm sure South Africa thanks you. And yeah, we support you guys all the way. I'm sure those fundings are gonna come in sooner than later. And I mean, jobs and things like you guys really, really deserves to be right on top. So thank you so much for coming and having a chat with us today. We've unfortunately come to the end of the show. Thank you guys for being part of today's conversation. So until next time, guys, go ahead and check out those socials and be part of this movement. All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.